Parents and other adults with whom children have close contact have a powerful influence on children's food preferences. Children are very sensitive to the reactions of those around them, and if they see others enjoying a particular food, they will be inclined more favourably towards that food. Thus, if parents want to persuade their children to eat more vegetables, then rather than simply telling them what to eat, it's more effective to demonstrate that they themselves
Let's see what's happening on the seabed. OK, so these really remarkable features are known as black smokers. Don't forget, we're now 2.5 kilometres down. The light, it's all pitch black. What we're seeing is the lights from the submersible. So imagine you're looking at this out from your porthole, and it supports...
Hiroshi Ishiguro, a robot engineer from Osaka University, makes Geminoids, extremely realistic human robots. It's important that they look exactly like real people for Ishiguro to carry out his research. He's interested in understanding philosophical questions such as what is identity and what might happen if a person and their robot double were able to be in two places at the same time. His Geminoid robots have rubber skin and their heads are controlled by motors. These move the head, blink, twitch, shrug the shoulders, and make the robot appear to be breathing during conversations. As well as this, there are motors which are connected to a computer, microphone, and camera. These scan the controller's voice and face movements, then send messages back to the robot, which copies them. The robot's body and skin stop at his chest, though, and he has no robotic legs, so you won't see him.
Not all wild animals can become domestic animals. In fact, only 14 species are fully domestic, according to one scientist. He says that 6 things must be true before it can happen. Without these 6 things, it's impossible for an animal to become domestic. Firstly, the animal must eat inexpensive food that's readily available, so humans can feed it easily. Secondly, the animal must grow fast, because slow-growing animals are unhelpful to humans. It also needs to breed easily. If the animal doesn't have babies, the species will soon disappear. The animal shouldn't be frightened when placed in a small space, because this is dangerous to humans. Finally, it helps if the animal lives in a group in its natural environment. If the group has a social structure, the human can become its leader. If one animal in the group accepts the human as leader, the others will probably
Our oceans are really very well travelled on the surface, but in terms of the deep sea, it's probably the one area of our planet that hasn't been explored. The first visit by a human to the ocean floor was in 1960 when the US Navy sent a vehicle to the Mariana Trench, the deepest part of the ocean. Anyway, what exactly do we know about the deep sea? Well, we define it as 200 metres below the surface of the ocean, and around that point, sunlight begins to disappear and temperatures begin to drop. 1,000 metres and beyond, there's complete darkness, very little oxygen, and pressures that are 1,000 times greater than at the Earth's surface. However, somehow it's full of life. Life that has a huge effect on our own lives, because half of the oxygen we breathe is generated by living things in the ocean. So in the future, scientists are going to try and find out more about